This is my testimonial about my Atlantis Scalar work. I had wanted to do this one anonymously. I recently had work done on my husband for his personality disorder. It's called Obsessive-Compulsive-Personality disorder. That's different than OCD in the sense that the person may not feel the need to compulsively wash their hands or check the door 20 times, but the symptoms are more ingrained in a part of their personality, such as this feeling of rightness that, before you go on a hike, you have to make a list of what to do and double check the list. And of course, everybody should do that. And a feeling of if something should not go to plan, according to plan, that really causes great distress. So it's just more a way of being and relating to the world in which maintaining control over circumstances is paramount. And unfortunately, this way of being stems from childhood and often causes great unhappiness to the person who has the personality disorder. Because so long as I have everything under control, I'm not spending too much money, there's no surprises, I can have the absence of discontent with my surroundings. But there's no real feeling of happiness that a person with this personality disorder can have. It's just the absence of discontent or extreme anger and upsetness when things feel out of control. So I had ordered the service as one of the services where you describe the details of what you wanted, and Elisa came up with it, and she had done it for my husband for all mental illness, including OCPD. And the changes in him have just been remarkable. It used to be if I got a parking ticket, he would wonder, how could I be so careless? Why didn't I read the signs 3 times? How did I know I couldn't park there? Yesterday I got a parking ticket and he said, honey, I'm sorry to hear you got a ticket. That's too bad. He actually felt sympathy for me, whereas before with this disorder, he used to feel lack of sympathy. And another sign of a personality disorder can be, not having a really defined sense of self. So not really able to explain, how do I feel? What is happiness? It's just your self is defined by these external things. And yesterday we were getting ready to go to a doctor's appointment for my husband's health condition. And he looked at me, he said, honey, I feel scared. He was afraid he can get bad news. And for him to just identify with an emotion instead of trying to control the circumstances or put those feelings onto me was just remarkable. Since Elisa started working on him, I also saw him just break down crying for the first time ever. He said it's the most he's ever cried in his life, and that he just felt such a sense of relief. And the last thing I've noticed that's really different about him is just lovely feelings of happiness that he's having that he never used to have before. And so it used to be if the kids were loud early in the morning, he'd be like, hey guys, it's too early in the morning to be loud. Keep it down, please. And not experience joy with that. But he came out of the bathroom this morning and saw my daughter and I kind of making a lot of noise. And he said, oh, it's a party this morning, huh? And just is more playful with the kids, just more emotionally supportive with me. So I'm just so grateful to Eric and Elisa for that. The second work that Elisa had done, and she did this for free, was the cardiovascular, or it might have been just overall vascular health work. And I don't believe this service is offered anymore, but it can be done through the individual request section. And I had asked to have this done because my husband has a heart condition, including 2 heart valves that will need to be replaced, plus an aortic aneurysm. And my husband, unfortunately, has not been following the orders of his cardiac surgeon of do not lift anything over 20 pounds. So when we went to this last checkup, it wouldn't have been surprising to see that his aneurysm had grown a little bit. I think in average it does grow. I can't remember the exact amount, but it grows a typical amount every year. And when we went to the cardiac surgeon's appointment yesterday, I was just thrilled to hear that both the CT scan and the echocardiogram showed no growth at all. And so that was just wonderful news, and also makes me wonder about Eric's hand in things. And a third really cool thing that happened is I had been meaning to order some services, but just wanted to wait until I felt moved to do so. And I was going for a run and just kind of my intuition told me, okay, today is the day you want to order something. Well, it turned out that day was St. Patrick's Day, and unbeknownst to me, Eric had decided that on that day, individuals would get gifted with the free abundance of luck and good fortune, and I forget the exact name of it. And so that was just kind of a really neat thing that Eric did for me, just kind of nudging me to order on the day that it just so happened that I would get that extra service for free. And so it's just seeing the hand of God at work and how these various things played out is just so beautiful to see. I could not be more grateful for how the energy work has helped my marriage. I went from a place of thinking that perhaps we were headed towards divorce to a place of feeling really loved by him and love for him. And I just feel so grateful to Elisa and Master Angel Eric for that. So thank you much. I hope that you all see similar results in the energy work you have done too.